Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. I don't know how many times I've said that over. I got to come up with something different. You know, I mean, I've been saying this for 23 years.
Yeah.
Dave,
You get that phrase copyrighted?
no, I don't. I should get that copyrighted, right? Can you write that up for me?
Man had auto.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe a will for this show too.
Yeah.
Dave Gabbert and Gene Smith. This is first Saturday, September the 2nd.
Good morning.
Good morning. Dave's in Lexington. Gene's right here. You are here.
Yes, I'm here.
Some people say I'm not all here.
Yeah,
you know,
I've heard that.
You've heard that?
I've heard that.
I didn't think you'd hear that, did
Yeah.
you? know, okay. All right, and of course it's time now to talk fishing. But now he's been talking hunting all morning, and we got always great to have David Beal in the studio with us, and the Bassin man here himself, the McKellar King of McKellar Lake. But now we kind of slipped off into some hunting stuff with Harold Knight. That made Harold's morning, made my morning too. Yeah. That don't tell how many people have started their careers thanks to Knight and Hale. You know, I've had all them grunt calls and all those stuff like that.
I still got all mine.
I got a bunch of those things because maybe they've worth some money. But let's talk to the man over there. He's got his uniform on. You know, we're all sitting up straight, trying to look like we know what we're doing. Dave, Gabbert, if you were here, you would enjoy being here and knowing that we are protected on this Saturday morning. Okay, so if anybody's listening to this right now, don't mess with us. Okay, don't mess with us.
Don't come up in here.
No, don't come up in here. We got the man here. Good morning, David. Glad to have you.
Good Saturday morning.
Good Saturday morning with you. Let's talk fishing a little bit here before we jump into some other stuff because weather's up and down. September's rolling in here. What kind of fishing do you think we're going to have this fall?
I think we're going to have some outstanding fishing. I went down to typically, Larry, I go down to the rivers and the streams and the lake edges.
Yes.
And I typically do this just because I'm an angler. And I look at what's going on with the shad spawns and things like that and the forage. And you want to get down there and try to check these things out because this year fall fishing is going to be beautiful. It's going to be absolutely outstanding.
Well, I love to hear that.
The summer has been hard.
It rained all July. We had storms. In August, we've had no rain. Yeah. So it's been kind of up and down. And I'm just wondering, water temperature, what was 62 degrees on Thursday morning here, and it's in the 50s someplace.
Right.
But then it's going to warm back up this weekend. We don't normally talk about the weather, but it relates to fishing in the Mid-South. So don't forget some places that maybe you might forget. And David doesn't really want you to know where those are.
That's right.
Because we've given a secret away. He's a McKellar man where he can catch a lot of fish. But what about the oxbows now, David?
The oxbows are going to be excellent. As a matter of fact, I checked out an oxbow last weekend. Didn't too much fish it. I was just down there checking it out.
Yeah.
Because, I'm going to probably be filming at some point.
Yes.
So the oxbows are going to be great because the oxbows actually turn over quicker.
That's what I thought.
Than some of the reservoirs and some of the rivers and things like that. So the oxbows are going to have some really, really good fall fishing. And when they get to throwing them big swim baits and chatterbaits.
Yeah, chatterbaits, all right.
Of course, I'm the square bill crankbait.
Square bill.
So
I wonder how long did it take David to say that, the square bill crankbait, okay?
I think he's on payroll.
I think he is. He needs to get his own. We need to get him involved in the company that they can come out with the David Bill. The square bill.
We need one named after that.
Yeah, we do need one named after that. But
the hillbilly crankbait.
Now here we go.
Hey, I like that.
All right, he's let it out now. We asked him. He has a nickname. So I said, I got Dave Gabbert and I got David Beal. And I said, I got to distinguish between one or another. I didn't ask him to give us his nickname, but we now know this man in full uniform over there right now, 21 years in law enforcement. His nickname is
Hillbilly.
Hillbilly.
That's it.
And I've got to ask you, how in the world did you get that? Because I know you grew up in where? Mississippi?
I grew up here. I grew up here in the city.
But you had relatives in Mississippi.
Yes, my family came to Mississippi. I'm a 70s baby, so Mama and them moved up from Mississippi in the 60s.
Okay.
And Mama met her city slicker.
Well, so how did this hillbilly develop?
All right. So this is
here it comes.
Yeah, here it is. I got to tell it.
Yes.
So when I was a child, I had big hands. Had a little narrow body.
Okay.
A little big head. Now,
Okay.
now you can't see that now.
No,
Just looking at my statue.
Yes.
And my feet were really big.
Your feet were really big. Okay. Oh, here we go.
And so my uncles would grab me and hold me upside down, and they would say, "Man, look at your heels." And they nicknamed me Hillbilly.
Oh, right.
That's how it. Yeah.
That's how it became.
That's
and
how
so,
it became Hillbilly.
I guess now you folks know out there. That's another trivia question for another show. What is David Beal's nickname?
Yeah, sometimes our parents or grandparents give us funny names.
Funny names, yeah. I was known as Steve Reeves in elementary school. Did anybody know who Steve Reeves was?
Superman.
He was Superman.
I was just about to say.
Did I look like Superman? No, I was just the opposite of that, okay?
Maybe
Maybe it was because you kept ripping your glasses off and jumping in the broom closet.
I didn't even have glasses, man. I didn't wear glasses till I was 16. I wonder why I couldn't catch a fly ball. I flunked my driver's test and said, "Mel, you need glasses." Well, I didn't know where that ball was out in the outfield. I was trying to catch it, and it hit me on the head. So
that's
no,
what you told me. He said the ball kept getting bigger, then it hit me.
It hit me.
Yeah.
That's the name of a song. But anyway, so Hillbilly's in the studio with us this morning. I have trouble calling him that and everything like
That's
that.
all right.
But he loves. I guess is fall one of your favorite times, Hillbilly?
I tell you what, it is for the listeners out there and the
Yeah.
bass anglers alike.
Yes.
They will let you know that it is very, very hard to choose between spring and fall fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
The only two differences is you may be able to capitalize in a springtime bite better than you can a fall bite because the fall has got a bunch of big shad spawns.
Yes,
And
yeah.
it's very difficult sometimes to get them fish to ignite in the fall because they feeding up all night on the moon.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So it makes it difficult sometimes on a fall bite. Nonetheless, it's still hard to choose between a spring bite and a fall bite. Me personally,
Yeah.
I'd rather have the spring bite.
You rather have the spring?
I'd rather have the spring bite. Oh my
When
God.
they're nesting up.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Did you see that moon the other night?
Yeah, the blue
Yes,
moon.
beautiful.
Was that not some kind of moon?
Yeah.
I wonder if that affects the fishing at all. I mean,
It does.
It does, doesn't it?
I
Absolutely.
know it affects
Yeah.
the crime, doesn't it?
Well, we won't get into that. Here we go now. We're back to that. The man's just talking right
Okay,
now
all
and
right,
everything.
yeah.
But I know the high tides and everything during the hurricane.
Isn't that
that came
amazing
through.
that the moon could draw the tide like that?
Yeah, the moon can do that, but it does affect fishing.
Yes.
You know, I used to watch the Sullinger tables. Was a real thing that everybody read in the paper because you want to know what, Dave. You know this, Gabbard. You know, high tides and moon tides and things along that line. But in the Mid South, that was an important thing, and fishing reports were right there with. So where would you go at this time of the year? Give us some favorite places that you want to send people, even though you may not be there. I mean,
All right.
where?
So definitely, listeners, fishermen, anglers, you got to hit those oxbows.
That's what I'm thinking.
Those oxbows are
Tunica,
gonna,
I mean.
oh my God, Tunica,
Yeah.
Moon Lake, Mississippi.
There you go.
You got Ferguson.
Yes.
Of course, McKellar.
Yeah.
You got these lakes like this, these oxbows, and any little stream around your neighborhood.
Yes.
And I'm about to tell you.
Uh-oh.
One of the secrets is
What?
the lot of little streams and ponds around your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Treat them as oxbows.
Treat them as oxbows.
Yes, because they get that same kind of turnover.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
they get that same kind of turnover as
I hadn't
oxbows.
thought about that.
And
Yeah.
that's one of my little secret things that I do in the fall. And it's a lot easier to catch those fish in places like that versus a big oxbow like
Correct.
Ferguson. You see what I'm
Ferguson's
saying?
a big oxbow.
Yeah, and you know
yeah.
it'll kind of help you narrow down
Yeah.
chasing them. Like me, I can chase them and find them and whatnot, but a lot of people can't. They get frustrated.
Yeah, well,
So
I-
to get that out, fish those little streams and ponds.
That's
Yeah,
from,
on New Highland, there's a big oxbow there. A lot of people fishing there a whole lot.
Right.
yeah. There's places
Yeah.
that are in the city that people don't really
Yeah,
realize.
That's
New
right.
Highland,
You
yeah.
know, I mean, if you love to catch fish, and I'm not saying you have to eat all these fish, but I'm just saying there's some wonderful spots that you don't have to go far. And I'm still going to plug for the TWRA Lakes out here at Herb Parsons. They got
That's
the new
right.
got the new ramp in. Go out to David Best and the folks
That's
at
right.
S.Y. Wilson. I know David Beal is very and get you a kayak right now. This is a perfect time of the year to be using that. And Parsons is going to put all that money into that. There's a Bill Dance signature lake. Glen Springs is another one.
That's right.
Go to those lakes right there. and take a kid with you.
Orgle Park.
Orgle Park, yes.
Orgle
Park.
Beautiful fall lake.
Beautiful, and a nice golf course too, Dave.
Yes,
Gabbard.
right.
I mean, I understand the greens are really good out there right now. I don't talk about the kind you eat, but I like those greens too, But anyway, David Beal, it's good to have you in the studio. And Hillbilly, now that is his nickname. We may ask you next week, listeners. We might give you a prize. I don't know what it might be, but always a pleasure to have David. And as I said. Check our good friends out at S.Y. Wilson out there and primary tackle David Best, a great friend of us and a great friend of, I know David. He speaks well of him, and we know David from Hillbilly over there now.
That's right.
From McKellar. You can still watch that great video of him and the kid from New York on DU Nation that they shot, John Gordon and those folks like that. You got a Facebook page?
I do have a Facebook page. Rarely I'm on it to catch people, but because that's my job.
What do you go to for? You looking for information? I mean, what do you? How do you suggest that people? There's some kids out there that want to start fishing. They don't have a dad. They don't have somebody like that.
So that's a good.
I know you really want to get kids
that's
involved.
Right.
Inner city kids, whatever it might
That's
be.
right. So what I'm working on, Larry, that's a good question. What I'm working on is that I'm working on a weights, and me and you'll get together on that too.
We need to do it. I want to do my
yes.
part in helping you on that.
Because I'm going to need you to help get that in effect.
That's one of my
so that
goals.
we can get that on the road, and we definitely got to work on that. My Facebook thing. I got a page, but I'm gonna have to get with you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with you so we can get these children.
I'm gonna put you a link on LarryRay.com.
Yes.
I want you to have an own link there.
Yes, sir.
Where people can go and see your postings and things along that line. We're going to utilize this man, this young man. I call him young man. He is a young man.
That's right.
I don't know what his shoe size is, but that's how he got to be Hillbilly. Yeah. So, but anyway, David, thank you, man, for being with us.
Always.
Always great to have you in studio. All right, let's take a break. Let David go back to his real job. Good luck this weekend, David. Have a safe weekend, okay, buddy?
Thank you, Larry.
Appreciate what you do to keep us safe in the job he has. All right, let's take a break, come back, and we're going to Arkansas. I'm sorry, we're going to talk about the Pan Am Games coming to Hot Springs on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Right back.